Well, ladies and gentlemen, time for me to update my Worth the Moolah and Not Worth the Moolah blog, which I did about a year or two ago. And I've updated it of things that I think are worth the money and things I think are not worth the money. So prepare yourself to be insulted, offended, hate me after this, because I clearly will make you second guess some of those purchases or some of those loved items that you've come to adore that I just don't think are worth the money. All right, so here we go. Top 10 things worth the money, then top 10 things not worth the money. So I started off with a newbie, a little dog. So I was pulled into the COVID dog world and was a sucker and got a dog. Never had a dog for 40 years of life, and now I got little matzo ball. Anyways, he's expensive. He keeps ending up in at the dog hospital for stupid things, but I love the little sucker, and can't imagine a better use of funds than to bring happiness and joy to not only me, but more importantly, my 3 kids and wife, and they love the little guy. So, dog. Next, Selfie light. Today I don't have one because mine's elsewhere today. But long story short, I don't look so pretty, and it's amazing what these $20 selfie lights can do. We live on Zoom, we live on the computer these days, and turning them on makes you look handsomer and prettier. It's crazy what they do. Just a little proper light. Next, my trash can cleaners. So it seems silly. I got turned on to this a couple years ago, and for $10 a month, something like that, pretty nominal. This truck comes and these guys come to your house and they take those nasty trash cans, and boy, when they're done, you can eat off of them, you can play in them. Not that I recommend it necessarily, but it's fascinating. And this way it keeps my wife okay taking the trash out, so she doesn't have an excuse. It stinks or it's not clean. And I find those trash cans get nasty after a while. So once a month, come, clean the heck out of it, shampoo it, spick and span, and it's a great $10, $15 a month. Next, I lump myself into this one, service providers. So I find that most service providers are worth the money. They typically charge fair for their services. They are very important, and they can also help when you need it most. So I'm a big fan of them. They save you time, they save you money, and they give you those 2 important resources back, and they do it better, smarter, quicker than you can. So service providers. Next, high-speed internet. My whole house runs on internet. I've had slower internet. I called up Verizon and said, hey, anything you could do, and for free, basically. They gave me a new modem and box and all that stuff and upgraded me, and makes a massive difference, especially these days of Zoom and everything connected. Speaking of which, a fast modem. Again, you could probably get, most of you probably don't have the newest, fastest, greatest, latest modem. Go get it. They'll give it to you for free of charge, upgrade. And paying for a fast internet and not having a modem that can support it is not a good use of money. So make sure you use your money wisely. Next, a good water bottle. So I've had good water bottles, bad water bottles, every water bottle. Drinking water is extremely healthy. Plastic bottles are extremely bad for the environment, and kind of get in the tree hugger side of me. This keeps me drinking water because it reminds me all the time, hey bud, drink. So I do. All right. Speaking of which, a good coffee machine. Not just typically good for the environment again, but $10 Starbucks versus these things these days are pretty amazing that you can get in your house and cheaper and fantastic. Next, oh boy, it could be my favorite on the list. A smart thermostat. I use Google Nest. I have them all over my house, and it's fantastic. It learns your habits. You can, from your phone, turn it up, turn it down, which always leads to great fights at night as my wife wants it hot as can be. And, you know, I'm a normal, warm-blooded individual, and I like my house cool when I sleep. So, you get off the airplane and your house is turned down in the winter, boom, turn it up. It gets warmed up by the time you get home. It's just awesome. All right, last one. You ready for it? Vitamix. We mix a lot of stuff, and I feel we've had every blender and mixer under the planet. The Vitamix is worth the money. So now, what's not worth the money? An expensive laptop. I have one. It's no different. I've had cheap ones, expensive ones, you name it. They all seem to go bad pretty quickly. I love the laptop, but an expensive one, not worth the money. Hard seltzers and everything under that category, the pre-mixed canned drinks. They make you go to the bathroom a lot. They are not, I don't think they're overly good. I'd rather just make the same drink myself and have it be the way I like it, and instead of drinking a dozen of these things and just being very hydrated. So I don't think they're worth the money. Bad water bottles are not worth the money. So I feel like I have a million of them from giveaways, and let me tell you, a bad water bottle stinks. Makes your water taste gross, doesn't keep your water cool, and hard to drink out of. So spending money on a bad water bottle, buck up a couple extra dollars, get a nice one. All right, talked about a coffee machine. Worth the money. Not worth the money, one of those fancy espresso machines. They're see them by Miele, and all sorts of other brands. They're beautiful looking. They're nice when I go to people's houses that have them, and then you realize they never use them because this isn't Italy and people aren't drinking espressos every minute, and I find they're not worth the money. New iPhone. Get last year's. I mean, I'm a tech guy, and I try to get new ones when I can, and I'm always disappointed. Get last year's. Save yourself a ton of money. They basically give them away for free. All right, this one's for a special friend of mine. Outdoor TVs. I don't think people actually watch them that much, or at all. Bring your computer, laptop, or iPad if you really want to watch the game outside while cooking or hang out a nice night, or I have like a removable movie projector screen that cost me a few dollars and a projector, and I can move that whenever if I want to do the novelty outdoor movie thing. So I don't think the outdoor TVs actually get used. Ooh, it's a good one. Expensive grill. I know all you masculine Jews out there who say I need the best and greatest grill, and I've had them, and I have had just normal propane 3-burner grills. You know what? Then at the end of the day, they all do the job. I'm not rotisserie things on the grill, grilling burgers and dogs and vegetables and stuff, and they all kind of do the same thing. All right, next one. Stuffed animals. I don't know if you can see, but there's probably 1,000 behind me. And everyone gives them. They're fun to give. They're fun to look at until you realize your kids only play with one of them, 2 of them at most, and they just build up and get dust. Expensive camera. iPhone is, is pretty fantastic. I mean, unless you're talking the James Webb telescope, which is freaking fantastic and gonna really eye-opening stuff out of it. Again, special friend, there you go, bud. Shout out to you. But the expensive cameras, I find, aren't worth the money. And last, but certainly not least, to round out the top 20 things worth and not worth the money is streaming services. And I watch a lot of TV, especially just signing up and leaving yourself signed up for them. I find that if you want to watch a show on Peacock, wait till it's all out, or you're ready to watch, you can sign up for these things pretty seamlessly for a month or two. Watch your show and stop. I find myself, there's ones I pay for monthly, and I'm like, man, I haven't watched a show on here in a while. But, you keep paying for it for when the show comes out. So, anyways, just pay when you need. It's a great hack, and paying for them all is not worth the money. So there you have it, rounding out 2022's list of worth and not worth the money. Hope you enjoyed. Let the debates begin.